The NFL is on EA Sports. A cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Waiting. Check right 45. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Lefty.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
No.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Be ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Waiting. 54. Get in the way. Outside, solid. Kill. Hey, Echo. Come on now.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Wentz. is here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, they go with Barber again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll on 2nd down, Barber. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He's got Evans. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack on first down, Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Waiting. We got 3. We got bus. 82. Hey, exit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On 2nd and goal, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 25. I'm coming out for you, 25. Here I come. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jameis to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On fourth down, it's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 65 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Barber. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barber. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Barber on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready. Move ready. It's now 57, Mike 57. Yeah, let him go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 32 yards. Game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't been an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, shoot. Check 45, somebody. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Here. Give me that ball, defense.
Running from the gun with Howard. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Move. Kill. This line 7. Check it out. Hey, orbit. 45. Mike 45. Lefty. Screen, watch the screen.
Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. Aguilar has it. A good pickup there of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got tripped this thing. We got 3. Kill. Switch. 6. Pull it.
Now Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And an Eagles first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. Wentz. Burns has it left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Go.
On first down, it's Howard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, check. Hey, box drop.
Wentz to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. Tight end right. Three down.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a third down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Running with Howard, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep us.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away.
There we go, Pac-Man. 280! The Great City 7. 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. That's the 25-yard line. Man up, deep. Man up, deep.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 22 yards there, a first down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return. all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Howard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Trade 15, trade 15. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
57, Mike, 57. I got you.
Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
I'm coming after you. We're going to 54 right here.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Prescott to throw this time. And on the left side, he's got Witten.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL, the 0-3 teams, the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Steelers, and Broncos. Who do you think is the first to get off the schneid?
Well, when you look at it, who has the open week? Who's safe? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah, they don't play anybody, so they're not going to win this week.
I think the Bengals and Steelers, they play each other.
Yep.
So I think the Steelers beat the Bengals and get off the schneid. They're the team that I'm looking at closest and having the best opportunity to get it done.
How about Denver hosting Jacksonville? A possibility there for the Broncos, right?
Definitely a possibility, but I like the way that Jacksonville comes into this game. A big win on Thursday night at home against Tennessee, and riding their hot rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew, and their defense look ferocious again.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Where the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Lean 5-3. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 22. On first down, it's Howard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This is Howard on second down, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not here.
Mike's 5-4. Check.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's a part of this. Check. Joker. Shim. Slam. Check 43.
Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Lion. Kill. Shoot. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get in that hole. Switch. Check. Lucky. Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
To throw, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pull it together. Switch it. Rip. Switch it. Hey, alert 3. Check safety.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Elliott is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
third down. Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Bound to lose one.
Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Prescott on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now back to the ground with Elliott, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The kick by Maher is good. This game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just two field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Hey, watch that.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the shot. Hey, for Tokyo. Hey, Wahoo. Check 37. Check 37.
Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. He's coming. He's coming. He's 82. 82. Smooth.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Here we go. Here we go. 280. 54. Mike's 54. Other side. Solid. Solid. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Come.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
54. All day. All day. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Twist.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they are going to set up.
Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 6
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow, on the line, 80. 50 seconds to Mike. Come to my work. Yellow, we want it. Come to my work. 36, 36.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Alpha. Next 57 seconds, Mike. Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
the sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Go. 120! Don't get nervous. Check. Let's go. Great. 5-9. Hey, Haywood!
On second and 11 now. Wentz. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Sorry. Man 5-7. Hey, let go.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
74. Hey, Charlie! Check. 59. Solid. Hey, empty.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Slide. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once.
Candy crazy.
So, after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Candy crazy. My boy.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's a deflection to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that's small. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
You didn't pick that shit off?
And they're working inside the 15.
That is some bullshit. Ain't no fucking way. He didn't put his hands
He
in.
got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down.
Candy crazy.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and goal from the 1. Mahomes takes it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the.
I wonder why the hell I can't block that. Good stuff.
First on the scoreboard here this afternoon. And after a break down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
If he can run in that blitz, I'm going to strike him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
We'll see if they can recoup and recover. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Wentz.
How the fuck are they getting through like that? Damn, I'm blocking every fucking way.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing his Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. A battle for it, and it's
I don't get that shit. How the fuck is all these motherfuckers coming through?
They will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they're trying to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
How are you not picking that shit off? I don't get that shit.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Mahomes now on first down. And he is caught with the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes now on the sneak. He's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes.
Gotta score.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend
Plenty
their
of time.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Plenty of time.
The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 65 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught.
Wow.
And he takes it down.
Wow.
Enemy territory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Fuck!
10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz going to throw.
What are you doing? Oh my God!
17 seconds now on the clock here. Wilson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Wow.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at 3rd and 10.
Wow.
Wentz now to throw.
That is crazy, man.
Seconds left.
Two wide open touchdowns.
The 3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
What do I do about it?
About what?
Did you see that?
You missed two.
Wide open. No, I stopped. Like, I was stopped to make sure I could throw the ball. Wow. The second one wasn't even close.
Now you gonna kick a field goal?
Yeah, I know. He already kicked. Wow.
You know your mic is on, right?
Yeah, Dante's in the ball. Wow, that's crazy.
How did he catch that ball with Tyreek?
Because it's Patrick Mahomes. Anybody else, that would have been an interception. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he can come back.
Shit. Hell. It's over.
Hey.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural.
Keep doing that play because he keeps blitzing.
Listen, though, we'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
How you doing the maximum tech?
Yes. I don't know how they're getting through. I'm only sending 3 receivers every play. There's 3 blocking everybody. And they're still getting through. Did you see it? And they're still getting through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz.
And Wentz can't throw the fucking ball. Why does it take forever for the quarterback to wind up to throw the damn ball? I don't get it.
That is Latin because Stafford does the same thing and he walks up to the line so slow.
Oh my god, I can't do that for you.
Anthony Hitchens picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right.
I can't do nothing, son. You see that? He's getting through. It's nothing. I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
What?
The Chiefs defense is not that good to be getting through like that. They don't have no superstars on the defense.
They do.
You know what I'm talking about? In Madden, there's no superstar. It's none. I look, there's no superstars in the defense.
Oh, on their defense?
Yeah.
I thought Chris Jones was
No, they don't have one. What's that? 2 losses in a row?
You should look quick though.
Hell yeah, I quit. I can't do nothing wrong with it.
No, it's not 2 losses in a row. This is you won against the Cowboys and you lost against the one before that.
Tell you, the more you win, the harder it gets. Man.
I know. Tell me about it.
No, not you. But you see, when I threw those deep passes, I had to move, but I made sure I set my feet, but I had to move because I couldn't stand there. I had to buy time.
Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they? Ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
The blitz he was running against me, I think that's a glitch in the game, because there's no way. There's no fucking way. I should have got it. consistently getting through like that. No. Not with Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, you think the Kansas Chiefs so bad? Watching the Chicago Bears.
Now, if they do it, I understand if they do it, but the Chiefs. I didn't get to choose a play.
Here's the first carry for Drake Cole. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll run on second down with Cole.
I'm just stretched right now.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue.
Alright.
He did that really well.
He praised on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you, so it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. On second down, it's Cohen. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy can hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Trubisky to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So from the 49 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 12 yards there and a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard. And now another first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Coming up here on a third Jeffrey's got it. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. And result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on the kick away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave a great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but assured confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up quick. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field.
Oh, well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that, man.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pick their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Good business to take care of before we get there.
2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. But they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory, already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have no expectations here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. And normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
Come on, bro. Why are you cheating, man? Just quit. Just quit, bro. You ain't gotta do this glitch shit. Really, bro, you gonna do this shit, bro?
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
You ain't gonna say nothing, huh? shit or something?
What is that glitch?
Man, it's glitchers, man. They know how to glitch shit. That's how I knew that last game he was glitching, man. Them glitches.
So what happens to the game? They quit it?
No, somebody has to quit. I think I'm just gonna quit right now. I just take my loss.
Don't.
It's gonna sit here. It's just gonna sit here all day.
Then offer him a fair
I can't.
choice.
You can't push start. Somebody has to turn off their game or close it out.
Wait it out.
No, I ain't about to sit here. I just take an L.
No, wait it out.
Man, this is sad that people take it this far for a game.
How do they do that though?
Just get on YouTube. People figure out stuff how to glitch. And just go on YouTube. You can figure it out. People tell you how to do it. This is some bullshit. I'm like, if you wanna quit this, offer a quit. Shit. Fuck. This is how you get your wins. Making people pose at. You see, he wouldn't say nothing.
Was he talking?
No, he got a mic, but he's not talking. He ain't saying nothing.
Can you hear it?
I can hear him doing stuff, but he ain't saying nothing.
Can you hear you?
Yeah, he can hear.
Tell him to quit.
I did. You gonna quit, bro? You ain't gonna say nothing? Fuck, we can sit here.
I'm pulling my phone out the charger.
Look at this shit, man. Look. This is now considered a pause glitch. Time is not running. This is an online game. Okay? Look at this. Look. I can resume play. You know what I'm saying? It's waiting. I'm gonna cancel it. Look. Time is not going. What's up, middle school boy? Sharp J3 from Nelson Academy. Here we go with a new video. Today we're gonna go ahead and show you guys a new strategy, a new concept that you can use on kickoff. This could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing because they can patch this or they cannot patch this. I know to you or you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and congratulate the winner of the guide, Jake Henderson. You can send me your channels. And then you get like a regular kick, alright? So this is how you don't want to kick it. You don't want to kick it. You don't want to do this. Okay? This is how you want to kick the ball so that you can have an advantage on the field. And so you can have an advantage on the field and you can have a chance of him fumbling, him sticking, and you have a chance of getting the ball back or putting him in a pretty bad position. Okay? Or you can recover it and score. Okay, so if you have a right-handed kicker, or right foot kicker,
YouTube. It says you gotta do it right before the half or right before the end of the game. That's the glitch. The thing he did, like it's on YouTube how to do it. And you can only do it right before halftime and right before the end of the game. And it's 5 seconds left before halftime. And people in the comments like, huh? No, people in the comments like, so this is how people are winning now? People are mad at that this video is out. This is crazy, man. I'm just gonna quit, man.
What's his name? Get his name.
Chi-Town stand up.
I beat Chi-Town stand up. Does he play? He plays with the Bears?
Of course, it's in his name.
It's not in his name. But he plays.
Chi-Town, Chicago.
Look at the people. Can you see the people that played?
I can't see none of that.
I can see that, right?
You probably can't. I can't see.
I beat him.
Not this bad.
I don't know how bad it is.
It's 30-0 right now.
I would just I know that. But anyway, my phone is on the charger.
I'm about to quit this game.
Alright.
Well, I lost to him. You beat him, and I lost to him.
Send a video to Matt. Just like that.
They're not gonna do nothing about it. It's all over YouTube. They still ain't doing nothing about it.
Just like that 2K play. Why did you take my time?
I got an 86. Alright.
Alright.
What the fuck you up, boy?
Hey, you should look at my broadcast. This nigga glitched this. I'm up 30-0, bro. This nigga did the safety glitch, and now I'm just stuck here. Only way I can win is if he close app or if I close app. Bullshit. Oh, you in that Fortnite little shot? Hey, 2K, that new patch got my shit fucked up.
video, I'm gonna show y'all how to get the gym rat badge. Now, everybody probably seen a lot of videos about how you gotta play my career, how you can send to the playoffs, but you have to play every playoff game, something like